You're up at the non-volley line. You got this nice, juicy ball. You're going to jam it through that middle. You give it a try, and next thing you know, you're dealing with that ball coming back at you like that. In this lesson, I'm going to show you the dangers of attacking too early or pulling too early. I'm going to show you how the #1 seed in this tournament, the Dairy Farmers PPA, went down because of it. My name is Tony Roig. Welcome into our strategy lab. We are watching a quarterfinals match at the PPA Florida Dairy Farmers at Daytona Beach between Andre Daescu and Gabe Tardio, the #1 seeds, against Noah Khlif in the near court and Riley Newman in the far court there, the #7 seeds. What we're going to look at is we're going to look at several different rallies, and I'm going to show you how these pulls are not ideal for the game. If you want to avoid losing, what we're going to see here is we're going to see pulls like this underneath the net. A lot of pulls by Andre Daescu, some by Noah, some by Riley, but more by Andre than anybody else, where he's lifting up. That allows Noah to hit the ball up here. He can hit down. Nobody wants to be in that position. Don't put yourself in that position with this kind of pull. But what's surprising in this match was that Andre Daescu is one of the most disciplined players on the tour. I don't know exactly what happened in this tournament, but he decided to start pulling a bunch of balls like that. Then you end up in these really weird situations where, the other team just bang, 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 gets a high ball, puts it down. You go from, winning the first game 11-6, now you're in a struggle in the second game, 5-5. Now it's 7-5, Riley and Noah there. Same thing here. You're going to see basically Andres pulling a lot. This one's successful, but look how high it is. That ball's actually going out. Noah can't get out of the way. Andre actually feels bad about it. He's a consummate gentleman. But, these are the kind of things that you're hitting shots that maybe they work sometimes, but you're going to see here at 7-8, Riley and Noah. I'm going to show you a contrast here. This is Gabe Tardio, young player, 19, I believe still. Look at the ball he has, right? Now, what he's going to do with that ball is he's going to actually just nicely finesse it over here to put stress on Riley, but not give him a ball that he can jump on. Then Riley's going to handle that shot, right? Nice little ball there by Gabe. Basically, very similar ball here to Andre. But what's Andre going to do? He's off the line, right? The ball's right around net height. There's really not a lot of money in that. Again, he's separated from the line, meaning Noah's going to have more time to read this shot. Andre's going to pull from here. Not a good place to pull from. And what you're going to see is you're going to see Noah get on top of that ball. Now Noah can hit down on it again. Looks like a repeat from the last one, but it is not a repeat. It's a different rally. And you have a lost point. And now you're in an 8-8. Now we're going to fast forward to 10-10. And again, this is a match that you would think you'd be in control on if you're Andre and Gabe. You'd just be able to handle it. Surprisingly here, I got to give a lot of credit. I'm going to stop for a second. I got to give a lot of credit to Riley Newman over here. Riley's an excellent player, but he tends to be a little more aggressive sometimes than perhaps the situation warrants. He was super patient in this rally. Look at this ball here. That ball is higher than the one that Andre attacked here earlier, but Riley's not going to attack it. Riley's just going to put it back into play. Super patient with his game in this rally, basically just outworking Andre. Which again is surprising that Andre doesn't attack this one. Got the memo, I guess, about not attacking those. But the player of the four here who you would least likely think would lose their patience is going to be Andre Daescu. But here we go again, right? That ball has got to be, 8 inches under the net. Look how stretched out he is. I mean, this is a really tough spot. He's fully extended forward. Can't really get anything on that ball because he has no swing left to really flick it with any kind of power. Noah's reading it really well right now. So, when you look at all these four players here, Andre is the elder statesman. Again, Andre is a very patient player normally. In this game, for some reason, in this match, for some reason, he went away from the script with these, pulls from out of position. And what ends up happening is, he lifts it up, and we'll get to see this from another angle too, which is really cool. Look where Noah's hitting that from. Straight down. Again, looks like a repeat from the last rallies, right? Hitting from low to high and then getting counterattacked high to low. Here we get another view from this angle, so you can see where he's setting up. Look how far he is forward. That ball's going to drop in here. He's going to attack it from under the net, lifting up, can barely get anything on it. Noah then slides, gets that backhand on there. He's going to hit down on it. And this is just not a good place to be. And Riley Newman knows exactly what to do here. He's going to push that ball down for the win on that one. So, you know, again, another ill-timed pull from a bad spot, under stress, under the net. It's just not a good strategy. Big picture, and certainly not a good strategy when you're the number 1 seed playing the number 7 seed, and you should believe that you can outwork your opponent. Here goes another drive. I think this one's going to work, but look at this. He still has the ball. Riley has the ball high. He's a tiny bit extended there, so he can't get a lot on it. You know, Andre's not in a great place there, but now he's able to put it down. So, right, so you see that and you say, hey, wait, let's keep pulling. That's working. But why keep doing that when I fast forward to this one? This is a really good dink rally. Riley's going to pull here. There's going to be a reset here in a second. You know, Andre's able to get that one back into play. But here's the thing, right? So Riley did get a put away shot. Clip the net, right? So, you know, it's basically one of these bang-bang situations. But if you're Andre and Gabe, why get in bang-bang situations with a team that you can just outgrind? You know, you see Gabe there being super patient there, just really working the rally. And then again, here you have Andre. It's hard to see, but he's off the court, has the ball there. What he's going to try and do here, he's going to try and feather the ball past Noah here for, you know, the wreck type winner. Not a lot of money in these shots, right? And Noah and Riley are super happy. Noah's smiling there. They're super happy to see Andre play this way. It plays into their game, you know, as opposed to playing a more patient, strategic type of game here. Here we're going to see Noah actually is going to pull now from a bad spot. This is, you know, Andre's not the only one doing this. He's just the one doing it more often than the other ones. But you can see again, low ball there. He's going to lift. And that allows then Andre to come up. It did clip the net, but that's one of the risks that you take when you reach down from, you know, attacking from low. You got to clear that net. Risky. Next one, we're going to see Riley commit the same mistake. They're up 11-10 trying to serve this thing out, but you're going to see Riley come over with a backhand from the other side and do the same thing. By the way, if you haven't checked out PPA Action Live, highly recommend you check it out. You know, they're the organization that brings us all this great action that we can then break down, the best players in the game. Here, Riley's going to attack off the bounce. Gabe's going to slide. You know, he's going to hit high to low, boom, and, you know, not being very successful with the pulls in this game, so I don't really know why anybody's pulling right now, but that's what's happening. Here we're going to see Andre is going to pull, I believe, one more time here. So look at this. You get pulling again from back here, right? Look at these guys. They're already set up. They're already ready to go. Ball hasn't even gotten there yet. Riley's already ready to pounce on it. You know, knowing when to pull, and if you want to pull in your game, pull means initiate attacks from different positions other than the clean pop-up. Clean pop-up is not a pull. Pull is these kind of balls where you're pulling a ball that's around net level off the bounce, or you're pulling a volley out of the air around, again, same net level, you know, what's sometimes referred to as the yellow zone or the orange zone. If you want to pull from there, there's certain factors you should be aware of: height of the ball over the net, position of your opponents, your position, and things like that. There's a video that we're publishing simultaneous with this video, which shows you 5 factors to consider before you start pulling. I'll link to that one up here and also at the end of the video again. So here you have basically, you know, a pull there. Riley sat on it, put it down. What happens? You end up losing game 2. So now you're going to go to game 3. Now you would think in game 3, we would slow things down a little bit, but I'm going to show you a couple of points here at 2-2, and you'll see how Andre over here on that right now in the black is going to basically go back to just a pull fest there. I mean, it's just, you know, it's a tough way to earn a living, tough way to earn a rally in pickleball, just pulling all the time. I see Andre there looking at his shot down. It's not the shot down, it's the ill-timed pull against 2 players who are reading you very well. Here again, you're going to see Andre pull, boom, boom, boom. Again, it looks like a repeat, but it's not. It was the very next rally. And that's how you end up losing this game. I'm going to put a link to a strategy guide here that you can get for free from the Better Pickleball Academy. I'll also link somewhere down here to that video I promised you about 5 factors on when to pull. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.